In the name of Allah, my name is Abdul Qaium, my father's name is Abdul, my surname is Abdul, and my last name is Nayab. I want to define my database, which is about our database at the title office. The database is the arrangement of data which we can retrieve our data easily. Example, if we have our office of this data, there was a person which name is Abdurrahman. If we want to make him to search it, we want to see thousands of paper fill, but we cannot see it. We can use our computer and a way to show our database to find our the person easily. Example, I show you, I make a fund to my first employee, which name is Abdurrahman. This. Where this come easily to me and describe where is it, its name and its other reference and others. It shows to me that how we can show and improve our data business easily. And now I'm going to show my database. This is our database which about office. We can show that how many improvements I will make, how many money or how many business I will give. The first one is example Nayab office. This all is the people which we see the right. When we can check one of it and see it easily to show our database. This database is not used for one only. We can create this more and more database. Example, and in this my database I create 3 databases. The first one is Nayab office. The first one is for restaurant, and the first one is shopping. Example, a person which make him to improve. It want to improve the data. It want to how I can go to my first office, to my database and database. It can make one office which can collect all the information to itself in one place. Example, I can show that Nayab office is one office, all the important, and then we give the restaurant. And open that this is another person which I make this, and with the shop. Then you see the shop, who is my help to me at the shop, and who is how many improvements I can get. In other parts of the database is queries. The first is business. This query is used to put code on our database that to make the database divide. And we can make also some different kind of queries for every one of the database, and that which all we can see it easily. In the database, you can not only improve the data which is in your database, you can also get the information from another a program such as a PowerPoint, Excel, Word, and another. And you can also hyperlink at another computer database. Example, you want to at the Qaium tab, the first was administrator and the first was the classroom. The master teacher can make it connected with the principal through the hyperlink. Example that you show this external data. In this we can see that Excel has this, and this help you to connect ourselves to internet and to give information on internet. Example, we cannot see my photo in this. How I can see my business adverts in the city. I search a business advert in internet to give the video and the file which are set in my database to make my database more explained and more alternative. And now I come to my the form. The form is used to make our database more advanced. Example, it make our database to look more quietly and more improved. The first way to make for my business office is which belong to the Nayab office. At the first, this is used that see that how many in which size, in which place you can design it easily at the design office. This is a button. This is used that show my database for what? My database belongs for 3 things: food, which belongs to the restaurant; office, which belongs to the Nayab office; and business, which belongs to the shop. This is show that how many kind of program or file do you have in your database. And then you can also search a person in one time and one second. Example, and early at the class 1, 2, 3, we learn that a computer is an electronic machine which we can solve a problem easily. At the twin that a computer is a machine which do or solve thousands of calculation per second. Example, I want to calculate how many percent do like in this. There's a person that how I can calculate all of the salary and how I can one to one make I have mistake. But when you do this at computer, you can do it solve it easily. At first second you can only solve of this. This also show to you the salary structure. Example, the our salary and the phone number show more quickly, and you can use this business and the fund to make your database all advanced, and you can show that how you can make your advertise in channel. Example, some business worker make their advertise to television. Example, I have a restaurant which make Nayab restaurant. I can advertise this as the TV. Example, when I advertise to TV, I can improve my job easily. I can search about the TV and external data which can at the internet work at hyperlink. I can make it more easily to understand it. And then we can find the query tab and the filter in this. Example, I want to only have the name which beginning with factor code. This I want to only have this name. Now I show to you go to address filter. This I show that I only want to show the person which live in the factor code and the other factor and have the shopping factor. Okay, this three person which are work in the factor code. The first one, Ronaldo, Cristiano. Also the more important is its salary and others and the phone number. It can example if we have 1,000 of employee in our database, how we can find everyone easily. Maybe the first is the first and the another is the end of the database. We can use the filter to show this that how many the person we have, and you can also make it to when you remove it easily. Example, you can remove it easily that I do not want the database. You can delete this. Delete it, and this database is only used that you want to make my job connect with other job. Example, I have job in Afghanistan. I can make my advertisement and my job at the USA. Example, I make a internet connected with the American place. Example, I want to make my database make a hotel of restaurant in America, USA. So I can use my database with the external data and make this. You can also use this example. The database work is that make a table at the row are hard. I can use one word from external data. For example, I have information about a person. Example, information about a person, Ronaldo. Is store and write make the data externally with my database. And I have write this and I can see this that how the Ronaldo work, where it's from, and the live story of Ronaldo I can see through the external data. And this last my database which I make for understanding every one of my countries, and I make very thankfulness from me and thank for your attention.